Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another video chronicling the unceremonious life and death of Metal Gear Survive, the game nobody asked for. In one of my previous videos, I shared some details about how abysmally the game sold in the UK, ranking 6th in the UK charts during its launch week, and that's despite only competing against titles that have been out for weeks, if not months. Now, 6th may not seem all that bad at a glance, but the fact that the game sold 85% less copies than Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance did during its launch week, and 5% of what Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain sold in the same time period paints a much clearer picture. The Steam charts also showed similarly poor interest among PC gamers, with data showing that Metal Gear Survive only peaked at a little over 4,000 concurrent players, which is not what one would call great. But it doesn't end there, folks. As new charts continue to release week by week, Konami's failure to capture gamer interest with their generic zombie shooter masquerading as a Metal Gear game is becoming more and more apparent. The following information comes from website 4Gamer, which released Japan's video game sales chart for the week of February 19th, 2018, the information of which was later translated from Japanese to English by website Gematsu. Looking at these numbers will show that Metal Gear Survive only ranked 3rd in overall sales that week. That doesn't sound so bad until we take a look at exact sales figures, which shows that the game only sold just a little over 31,000 copies, which is pretty damn terrible when we're talking about the launch week of a high-profile brand. It is sandwiched right between two other games that released the same week, Senran Kagura Burst Renewal and Girls und Panzer Dream Tank Match. Yup, a game called Girls und Panzer garnered more interest than Konami's pathetic attempt at a Metal Gear game. Pretty telling, wouldn't you say? It's pretty much guaranteed that by next week, Metal Gear Survive will be completely out of the stratosphere of any top sales charts in Japan. At the top of this list is Monster Hunter World, a game that launched a little over a month ago and is still kicking ass, selling almost 54,000 units in its 4th week. A game crafted with love, care, and integrity, garnering continued interest from gamers. What do you know? To be fair, Monster Hunter has always been very popular in Japan, but Metal Gear is pretty well known among Japanese gamers as well, so it doesn't make it any less pitiful that sales for a Metal Gear branded game couldn't achieve in its launch week of sales what Monster Hunter achieved in its 4th week of sales. The results aren't all that surprising though. Who knew that pissing off your fan base by taking their beloved franchise and mutating it into one of the most thoughtless, mindless, and generic concepts for a game would turn out like this? You know, when I think about it, Metal Gear Survive is kind of the perfect allegory for what the current state of the franchise is. It is a dead man walking. Konami essentially killed Metal Gear, reshaped the corpse to their whim in Frankensteinian fashion, and then used their necromantic greed to raise it from the dead. And now Metal Gear is nothing but a trapped, tortured soul under Konami's grasp, seeking to rest in peace. But Konami just won't let it, just like with Castlevania and Silent Hill. They'll keep twisting and corrupting Metal Gear and using it as their specimen to make an extra buck on the side, whether it's as pachinko or as a poorly conceived game. Anyway, there you go, folks. More indication that Metal Gear Survive is selling dismally around the world. All that's left to be seen at this point is the US sales charts, which will probably be the biggest indicator of the game's sales performance, but the writing's kind of on the wall on this one. With that, I would like to end this quick news update. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon. It is completely optional, but donating even as little as $1 a month will go a long way in helping this channel grow. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Yong Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out!